again. I feel like these vertical lives are going to become a daily thing. I am enjoying them. I hope you all are doing good. How you guys doing? If you are watching this video offline, let me know. Hey, I'm watching not offline, but not live. Let me know in the comment section if you're watching the recording. But yeah, today I'm going to pick up the conversation off of the conversation we had yesterday. So I feel like every day we're going to just piggyback off what we were talking about the day before, and we were unpacking, being a spiritual person, going through your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, and how you not how, but what actually is a spiritual awakening, and then how do you then navigate your spiritual journey? And we were talking about that. So today I want to unpack one form of way that you can use or utilize like a tool for you on your spiritual journey, because navigating a spiritual journey can be done through so many different avenues. Like, that's one thing I love about spirituality. It's not a one size fits all. It's more of what fits for you, what works for you. So there's so many different avenues that you can use to understand spirituality and navigate your spirituality. So I have made some notes, which I'm going to go through because I really want my thoughts to be concise. I don't want to be all over the place. I want to make sure that everything I want to get across gets across. So, on your spiritual journey, there are so many tools that you can use. And if there's one thing you need to remember when it comes to spirituality, first of all, our baseline is that spirituality is not identical for everyone, it is an individualistic experience. However, it is still a communal entity, if that makes sense, meaning that even though spirituality is just you learning more about yourself, it is still about you in the context within your own community. So you just need to get an understanding of that. So because of that, there are different tools that you can use to navigate your spiritual journey. I see people are joining. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you are watching this video from. But yeah, on the spiritual journey, there are so many tools that you can use to unpack your spirituality. You can use astrology, you can use numerology, you can use dream interpretation, you can use meditation, plant medicine. There are so many different avenues or different tools that you can use on your spiritual journey. So in today's video, I want to specifically talk about dream interpretations, because we were talking about dream interpretations in yesterday's video. And if you guys enjoy this and you feel like, okay, the way I'm explaining things you understand, then tomorrow I think we can talk about numerology. Again, everything that I talk about when it comes to spirituality, guys, this is my personal experience. I'm just sharing with you guys what I understand and what has worked for me. And just take what resonates with you. What doesn't resonate, you can let it go. But of course, I'm open up for discussions. I love when people share their points of views or their understanding. We here welcome dialogue, and we want to talk. We want to engage with each other. So do let me know in the comment section if you have any points you would love to share when it comes to spirituality, or your understanding, or any questions that you might have. So back to the video, we're going to talk about dream interpretations. Now, for those who are just joining, dream interpretations are just another form or another tool that you can use on your spiritual journey, and basically using these tools to help you understand yourself better, because the spiritual journey is all about your connection with yourself, your connection with nature, your connection with God, your connection with your ancestors. So yes, it is an individualistic experience, but it's still about the community. It's still about your connection to everyone else and being connected to nature, God, your ancestors, all of those different entities, people, groups that you would want to call them. Thank you for the emojis. Thank you. And yeah, so just remember that when it comes to spirituality, there are different avenues that we can use to navigate spirituality. I'm just going over a few points because there's people who are joining us. I want to make sure that we are all at the same level. If I'm repeating some points, sorry, just bear with me. but we will continue. So, on your spiritual journey, there are different tools that you can use. I'm just reading my notes. I made notes here, but we can use astrology, we can use numerology, we can use dream interpretation, meditation, plant medicine. So many different things can help us on our spiritual journey. Thank you for the emojis. So, firstly, you need to figure out one, what works for you. And sometimes it's not just one thing that works for you, it's different things. You can use astrology or numerology, for example, and say, okay, this kind of resonates with me. Maybe you're someone who's like, I prefer plant medicine. Plant medicine really helps me to connect with different um no, plant medicine helps me to reach different forms of consciousness. So that helps me to maybe download information easier or get a better understanding. It's all up to you as an individual, or maybe meditation is what works for you. So I love dreams. I love dream interpretation. It's something that I'm actually learning. I've been really immersing myself into it. So I want to share and just impart some knowledge that has worked for me and can hopefully work for you when it comes to you interpreting your dreams. So when it comes to dream interpretations, um, I can't tell you exactly what your dreams are actually trying to tell you as a person. Dreams are such a personal thing, and it's all about your personal experience, your current environment, your mental state. There's so many different things that play into dream interpretation. So people can just give you tools, people can just give you um some better understanding when it comes to dreams, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. It's all on you, baby girl, baby boy, to figure out interpreting your dreams and what they actually mean. And yeah, what you try, what message are you actually receiving here. So firstly, when you start dream interpretation, you have to start monitoring your dreams. That is very important. So monitoring your dreams entails writing down your dreams every single day. Yeah, every single day you need to start writing your dreams. And in the beginning it's a bit boring because it's like, oh, I'm writing down every day, like you're journaling, you're not used to it. But the more you do it, the more fun it becomes. I had reached a state where I was actually excited to go to sleep because I was like, what am I going to learn next, what am I going to see next? So once you start forming that relationship and understanding with your dreams, it becomes quite exciting. So you need to start journaling your dreams every single day. So you write down as much as possible, and every single detail. And at first, it might be difficult to recall or, get it down, like writing your dreams actually down. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And you will definitely create your own system in terms of how you want to capture or document your dreams. So allow yourself to just, free flow, go with it in the beginning. And then as you go on, you're going to start structuring how you capture your dreams, and things that you just need to note down when you start monitoring or capturing your dreams is you need to take note of color. Yeah, colors are important. So like details. When it comes to understanding dreams, details are very important. Sometimes it's not even about the bigger picture of what's going on, but actually the answer or what it is that you're looking for. It's in the details. So just capture details, capture color, as I mentioned, capture things like if you're wearing shoes or you're not wearing shoes, who's with you, do you know the people or you don't know the people, how do you actually feel, while you're having this dream? Are you anxious, are you excited, are you happy? Note down details, and that'll help you a lot when it comes to interpreting your dreams. Once again, everything I'm sharing right now is just my personal experience, what I've learned, and yeah, this is just what works for me. Guys, you can ask me questions. You're so quiet today. What's going on? I hope you guys can hear me because you guys are quiet. I'm like, what? The way people misbehave on my lives and the comments I get some days, I'm just like, what? And today, none of that. But I also get, oh, I see the hearts. Thank you. But sometimes I do get amazing comments. Actually, not sometimes, most times I get amazing comments. And then you'll get that one random weird comment that you always get. But I'm learning, I'm figuring out vertical lives. And yeah, I'm seeing that there are a lot of weird people here on the internet, so I'll become more and more conscious when it comes to that. But yeah, let's carry on. So when it comes to dream interpretations, there are two types of dreams. You have your dreams where your subconscious mind is just processing information. And I've noticed that for me personally, those are most of the time the dreams that you just can't remember in the morning. Like I was dreaming, I know I was dreaming, but I can't tell you the details. That's like most of the time the dreams where your mind was just processing. They were just subconscious dreams. But then you have spiritual dreams or ancestral dreams. These are dreams where your ancestors are trying to communicate with you. They are sending you a message, they're sending you a warning, they are either teaching you a lesson or even manifestation. Manifestation can also take place within your dreams. So how can manifestation, for example, take place within your dreams? Okay, let me give you an example here. You are TD, you are Molly, you are Nkateko, you are whoever you are, Tebo, you know, and you are trying to manifest love into your life. You have prayed about it that God, I am looking for a partner. Okay, let's say you are a woman and you're a woman and you're looking for a man and you're trying to manifest a man into your life, a love interest. How can your dreams help you to manifest that? Well, for example, you might have a dream where you are seeing yourself um maybe having a conversation with an uncle, and you can feel that this is a romantic situation. Like, I am having a romantic conversation, but this person is my uncle, for example. I'm just giving an example here. We have a comment. Hi, Tarel Fasahi. Hi, are you a spiritual person? Yes, I am. I love spirituality, more specifically African spirituality. Hi, Noah. Hi, Tarel. Yes, I can see your message. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, yes, I'm on the point of how can dreams help us to manifest things into our lives. So, you're a woman, you're trying to manifest love into your life, and you dream of yourself talking to your uncle who is someone you look up to, maybe someone who's a great provider and all of these things, and you're dreaming of yourself with your uncle in a romantic setting. So dreams can help us manifest. That dream is not necessarily saying you should go out there and date your uncle. That dream is not saying you are meant to marry your uncle. That dream is telling you these qualities that you admire in your uncle, these masculine qualities, for example, being a provider, a protector, those are the qualities that you need to be looking for when it comes to a partner. And dreams like that are ancestral dreams that can help you to manifest. So that's just an example of how dreams can help you manifest. I'm just seeing comments coming through. Tyrell Fasaki, can you please tell me what happens when we die? Tyrell, one thing when it comes to African spirituality, or when it comes to just matters of spirituality, we don't always have the answers. We are all just consistently learning more and more. So when it comes to what happens to when we die, I think I would have to do a proper video and share with you my thoughts and just have them concise, because I just don't want to give a generic answer or what I just assume. Yeah, but I will say that I do believe in an afterlife. I do believe that we do go somewhere where we do go somewhere when we die or we pass on. How that place looks like, what happens there, I think I'm learning more about that as I'm learning about African spirituality and just my spiritual journey. I'm learning more and more about that, because I used to be a Christian, and then when I left Christianity, I felt like I just became agnostic because I couldn't figure out my belief system. But now that I've discovered African spirituality within the last 3 years, I am really learning more, and trying to see what resonates with me. So yeah, I've never answered that question to myself because it's a question we used to ask a lot when we were Christians. So hmm, I am figuring it out. It took me by surprise. I don't know why this question took me by surprise because we used to get it a lot, but it's a question that I've really actually pondered on a lot, especially with the passing of my father, that what actually happens to us when we die. And that's something that I realized that when death starts to, or when death visits you personally or very intimately, that's when you have those conversations of what happens to when we die. But in African spirituality, we definitely have an afterlife and the journey continues. You basically kind of pick off where you left off here on earth and you keep moving forward, and we're trying to do better, learn better. So yeah, but I might do a video on this and unpack it further. So dreams can be two. I mean, there's two types of videos. I mean, what videos? Two types of dreams, where we have ancestral dreams and just dreams where we are just processing information subconsciously. So we have dreams that are spiritual, and then we have dreams that are just us processing um, information through our brain. It's just thoughts we had throughout the day and all of that. So ancestral dreams can be messages, they can be warnings, lessons. This is where we can manifest. And we just spoke about like how you can manifest through a dream. I just gave an example. But dreams can also be a warning, maybe you're seeing yourself in a certain setting, and it's your dreams warning you that the person that you're with right here, or what you're going to do in the next, sometimes dreams don't tell you how long, of course, things are going to happen, but it's a warning. It's telling you that maybe if you go out on a Saturday to go party, something might happen, or if you go somewhere, the person might say, whatever. Dreams can warn you essentially about something. So here's the thing, ancestral dreams are very complex. A lot of people think, oh, being spiritual is the easy way out, in comparison to religion. But religion is kind of easy because there's no accountability and people are just feeding you information. They're telling you what to believe, they're giving you the information, where spirituality is you go and look for that information yourself. Spirituality is you go and define what things mean for you, what things mean within your family or your community. And this brings me to my next point of ancestral dreams are complex, but there are ways in which we can figure it out. How? Before I get into the how, let's look at the comments. We have Tyrell Fasahi. I think that we meet God immediately when we die. Some people think that. Some people also believe that when we die, I know in ancient Egypt, where you before you go into the afterlife, you review your life and you see, did you achieve your purpose? Did you do what you needed to do when you came to earth? And then you continue with the journey. And I don't know about meeting God. You meet God when you just die. So you could be right. I think that when we meet God immediately, we meet God immediately when we die, as Tyrell Fasahi, and you could be right. Other societies believe a bit later, and that's the beauty about spirituality. What resonates with you? We have Sonia Swart. Hello, la la la, the chickens. I told you guys on my lives there will be people who are just leaving random comments. So thank you, Sonia. There always has to be someone leaving a comment like this. I love it. It lightens the mood. Tyrell Fasahi, do you believe in Jesus? I mean, do I believe Jesus existed at some point? Definitely. Do I pray or see Jesus as a deity for me? No, not personally. Mm-mm. But Jesus probably did exist sometime within our history. I can definitely believe that. So ancestral dreams are complex. Let's go back to interpreting dreams. Ancestral dreams, interpreting them can be quite complex because within ancestral dreams there are different levels where sometimes you're talking to spirit, you're talking to istunya, you're talking to abaphansi, abantu bomoya. And I'm saying these terms in Zulu because language and community is actually so important when it comes to interpreting your dreams, especially if you choose the route of spirituality, because your indigenous language is going to help you understand stories. It's going to help you understand clan praises, for example. You're going to understand, certain phrases that you have in your language, and those phrases can actually help you to understand your dreams better. And community as well can help you understand dreams better when you are within community with people, because when you're within community, you guys have chats, you talk about experiences, you talk about what has resonated for you. You will probably say that when it comes to matters of spirituality, reading this book has helped me, or these rituals help me. Like us just sharing our different experiences and being within community can be another form or another way that we can get to understand our dreams better. So I urge you all that on your spirituality journey, have conversations with different people, understand how spirituality is practiced within different parts of the world, not just where you are from, but other parts of the world. What do they do? But also learn within your family, especially if you still have access to your grandparents or elders who can give you information. They are such a great resource, guys. Like, if there's something like I wish I did was recording conversations with my grandmother, because I learned so much just from the limited conversations I had with her growing up. And I feel like, oh, she would be such a wealth of resource right now. But again, in the same breath, you need to trust yourself and have, sharpen your intuition, because all of the information that your grandparents, your elders have, it's also within you. It's within our DNA. You can access it. So just, yeah, man, look for different avenues, different ways for you to learn and navigate African spirituality. But being in community and understanding your indigenous language, those two things will really, really help you to unpack your dreams, I must say. Because I say this, that different communities have different worldviews, different belief systems. And this is where we now build these ideas that if I dream of a shoe, it's in reference to my journey, or in reference to my past. Or that when I see an old shoe in my dreams, it's good luck or bad luck. This is where we learn that if you dream of yourself in your parents' bedroom, or maybe you're dreaming of your old house if it was renovated at some point, you're dreaming of the house before it was renovated, then those are the type of dreams where it's very much ancestral, and it's a specific type of ancestor actually, because they are guides, they are ancestors, there are so many rankings when it comes to learning about ancestors, guys. There's so much to unpack when it comes to African spirituality. So when these people visit you in your dreams, they come differently. So through community, through languaging, you can learn about all of these things, because I can only share with you what I have learned from the different places that I have learned. Like, where do I learn about these things? I learn about these things by reading books. There are so many books when it comes to African spirituality and African teachings you can learn from. Social media has become such a great resource where more and more people are coming to teach people when it comes to African spirituality. People like me as well, who come here and speak to you. There are so many other people who are even more informed, who have even more experience, who share their knowledge. So social media has become such a great tool to get this information, where you can put into social media, what does it mean if I dream of a marriage in African spirituality? What does it mean when I dream of this and this in African spirituality? And then again, talking to your elders is such a great resource. Once again, like, talking to your elders can really help you access information that can just blow your mind, and it's information that is tailored to you and your lineage. So talking to your ancestors is firstly so amazing, but just talking to the everyday person as well. Sometimes you don't share the same belief systems, but you can share notes, so you can learn more about interpreting dreams and what it means, and basically that's how you get to learn symbolism within dreams, because symbolism in dreams is just how you unpack your dreams. What does it mean when you see this um thing in your dream? If you see someone not wearing a shoe, if you see a red car, or if you see yourself driving a car, or if you see yourself eating in a dream, like what does all of these things mean? And basically, you're building a world, you're building an understanding of, oh, this is what it means when I did this and this in my dream. That's why I really urge people, write down your dreams. When you write down your dreams, you really help your mind to pull the details, what you saw, and it becomes even easier to understand your dreams. Like sometimes you don't even need to talk to someone. Like the more you start capturing your dreams, the more you start figuring them out and learning that, oh, this is what it means, um this is what warning I'm getting, this is what message I'm getting, this is the lesson I'm learning here. Like when you interpret your dreams, to not be too focused on, is this a good dream, is this a bad dream, is this negative, is positive? No, learning about your dreams is just you learning about yourself and learning about your ancestors and what message they're trying to tell you. And yeah, just learning more and more about yourself on your spiritual journey. And that is dream interpretations, guys. We have one more question from Tyrell Fasahi. And then, yeah, we might be coming to a close. Today was a short live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. And then tomorrow we can talk about something different, maybe something interesting. Let me know if you guys want to see me do something particular, like doing my makeup, doing my hair. If you guys still enjoy that, I can incorporate that again. Today I just did my usual braids because yeah, it's a protective styling. I just love having my hair like this when I'm at home. Oh, I'm seeing the hearts. Thank you guys. I'm seeing the hearts. Tyrell, do you believe more in ancestors than Jesus? Because I'm confused in this world. I totally understand, Tyrell. It can be very confusing when you are embarking on your spiritual journey. And firstly, don't try to have all of the answers. Just immerse yourself into the experience. I believe more in ancestors, and in Jesus, I don't believe, Jesus can do anything over my life or any of that, but there's no disrespect right there. People who believe in Jesus, that's beautiful. That's their journey, but it's not for me. I do believe more in ancestors and God, more specifically, because people think when you pray and you pray through your ancestors, people think you pray to your ancestors, and no, you pray through your ancestors, and they are the people who are your messengers to God. Some of them are your guides, some of them are your ancestors, some of them are your grandparents. So there's just so many rankings there. There's ancestors who've been ancestors for a very, 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 very long time, thousands and thousands of years ago. And there's ancestors who, oh guys, my internet is having issues, so yeah, we're wrapping it up. But yeah, there's different types of ancestors. So I definitely do believe more in ancestors and God versus just Jesus. Tyrell, the last comment, I think the hour has come. Yes, it has come. The hour has come to end this live. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. I think I'll come back at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock might be a sweet spot, or should I come later or earlier? Any comments? Should I come earlier or later? 6 o'clock. Should I come maybe at 5, or should I come at 7 o'clock? Or no, 6 o'clock is perfect. That's a good time for everyone. Let's see if anyone responds. If not, then I'll be coming tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And I don't know. I think we're gonna chat about numerology tomorrow and how you can use numerology on your spiritual journey. Because when it comes to navigating your spiritual journey, oh my gosh, guys, I was talking so much. But yeah, when it comes to your spiritual journey, there's so many different tools that you can use. So I'm going to use this week's live, just this week's live, where we're going to talk about different tools. And then as the weeks go on, I'll see what you guys like when it comes to my vertical lives, and we will do that. So feel free to make suggestions, guys. I am so open to like any suggestions of topics or what you guys want to see me do. I love cooking. I've been thinking about cooking with you guys. I've been thinking about cooking with you guys. So maybe as time goes on, we'll start cooking together. But I also love doing makeup. I love doing my hair. So yeah. Alrighty. No one has said anything, so I'm assuming we will then meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We're going to talk about numerology on your spiritual journey. Do not be what's the word, deterred by like these terminologies, numerology, astrology. There's nothing too fancy. And now because we have AI, I'm going to show you shortcuts. I'm going to show you shortcuts, and you don't need to like visit someone if you don't want to visit someone right now. Like you can just use technology to figure out some things for yourself. And then once you have like a basic understanding, you can then start asking people like, okay, I'll go see someone and talk to them about spirituality. So yeah, I guess I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the comments, Tyrell, Sonia, who lived through your comments. Let's see who else joined. Noah, thank you all for your beautiful comments. Thank you so much for the hearts, the emojis. I really enjoyed our chat. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.